Okay, after that harrowing event, probably not a good idea to start out with one of your favorite models first thing in the morning. Who knows how much that airplane is. Although I did hear that they're not as expensive as you might think. And the fact is they don't tolerate a
0.3 volts.
They don't tolerate a crash well.
Volts. Battery critical. Arming protocol. Confirm GPS before launch. Low battery. 8.4 volts.
I'm going to do something a little different. I just plugged it in back there. It needs to be plugged in right here. Because if return to home is enabled, it'll probably try to come back to the house over there underneath the awning, and we don't want that. That would be embarrassing.
Battery critical. Low battery.
This thing does something cheesy that I don't much care for. I think it has to do with the firmware and the voltage sensor. They tell me what, I tell you what, there's something else I need to do. I gotta check man, I wanted to take it out of super simple mode, and I didn't do that. So let's see how it registers my battery once it flies. Yeah, that was what caused my crash the last time. I rotated out at the hunt camp and turned sideways, and the whole thing started behaving opposite. And it's because I have it on simple mode. Now that's your loiter, and that's without the number 3 mod that me and Jonesy know about. So what I got to do is next week, or possibly this week, probably Friday, in between dog sitting and that sort of thing, I need to really go ahead and investigate the virtues of sitting down and redoing some stuff on this. I need to put a regular, what they call a 8.6R receiver in my Fox glider, so I can go ahead and put a voltage indicator in it, and along with a thing called a vario, and that tells you your altitude. It's not a GPS sensor, but it's a variometer.
Loiter mode.
So here it barely stays in loiter, but Noel did the mod on his, and it loiters rather nicely. What happens, in short, is the barometer is irritated by 2 things: sunlight and wind. More wind on this thing than anything, I think. So I'm going to square that away. Minimum, forgive me, it's a time issue, and I'm prioritizing my time for fun and that sort of thing. So I'm going to sit down and put that APM either on one of these or an airplane. Yeah, loitering pretty good.
Stabilize mode.
So I got to run some batteries down here because I won't be flying much in the coming days. Maybe I did. You know what? I probably did flip off simple mode on here because I did try to reconfigure this thing. I don't fly enough to keep track of stuff. Yeah, back on the flying wing, Jonesy. That's a cool deal. Inexpensive, fun, a challenge to do the flapper-on mix. Yeah, I like that. Noel, I think I need to do the auto trim thing on here. It has a pronounced drift to the left that I apparently can't get rid of. Yeah. Of course, it could be the wind, but tends to drift. I don't know if I've got my trim set on here or not. Yeah, it is a little 5 and 10. Getting to be 5 and 10 now, so I can put the slow stick back up. Heidi ho to the twins in Georgia, Brian and Hugh. Dan out in Texas, who on occasion watches my videos. And all the other lurkers out there. Howdy ho to Eric for forging the way to come out here to this little flying club. It seems nice so far.
Loader mode.
If I hadn't mentioned, I did the speaker mod to this thing, put a bigger speaker in it, and it's much nicer. Yeah, see, that's loitering, that's not getting it. I have a piece of cotton over the sensor now, and that's it. So we'll see about taking that thing up here in a little while. The glider scared the shit out of myself this morning. I'm gonna shake your confidence. Yeah, it's going to be blustery all day, is what they say. It does amaze me, though, that you can park these things, kind of. That's a gas motor on a big airplane firing up. I hope I can get us out there to look at it. And that's it. Isn't that a pretty thing? Yeah, probably cost them about 50 bucks, 60 maybe. We'll only get a few minutes of it. Yeah, they go through a crazy check-in. He told me he's been flying since '63. He used to own a hobby shop. Yeah, they look around real good, make sure there ain't nothing bad happening. Let's get this thing off the ground and back home.